Hi, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Josh.
And we're
Fear the Queer,
a podcast that talks about everything on our gay agendas, from politics and media
to race and relationships. So sit back, relax, as we spill the tea.
Fear the Queer. That was beautiful.
That was good.
I know. Thanks.
Good evening, listeners, and welcome to yet another episode of Fear the Queer.
On today's episode, we will be discussing kinks, fetish, and everything you should make the kids leave the room for.
So if the kids are listening right now, make sure to plug their ears.
A little NSFW today. But before we begin, Josh, what are we drinking tonight?
We are drinking the whiskey drink called Whips and Chains, a very terrible ripoff of the Rihanna classic.
Ooh, cheers,
Cheers.
queers.
Ugh, I hate whiskey.
I'm not a big whiskey person either, but maybe it'll bring out some of my kink thoughts. Make me feel thoughty. Kinky boots?
Kinky boots? Okay.
Oh, do you boot that kinky joke?
I boot everything that's happening right now. Okay.
Well, before we get into the heart of our gay agenda, we will be having a Read My Rainbow, in which we talk about something happening in our queer little lives.
Yep.
And the other reads us for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Josh, would you like to begin or would you like me to begin?
I will begin really quickly.
Okay, go for it. I'm ready to read.
Read your rainbow. So, a couple weeks ago, it was my birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday.
I like to announce it to literally anyone who would listen. And it was the first night that my boyfriend got to meet everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, I was a little insecure about how everyone was going to take him versus how he was going to take everyone as well.
Oh, sure.
And so I want to hear your unfiltered opinion. Read my rainbow on my boyfriend.
Okay, let me just drink this scalding tea. Just kidding, it's a Whips and Chains. Okay.
He has to sip to give the effect, of course.
It's radio. This is a radio show. Okay, first of all, I like him a lot. I think he's very nice and very stable. Mm-hmm. But, I'm going to read you right now because you need some validation.
Okay.
You should not have to have people's validation.
Well, I know.
So I'm going to read you. You don't need to have people's validation. I think it's good to, listen to people's opinions, but, you're reaching for compliments.
No.
You're fishing.
I'm not fishing for a compliment. I'm wondering if he is a good fit for me because many times in the past I have chosen people who were not good fits for me.
Yeah, I think he's a good fit for you. I think he's, very stable. Mm-hmm. And he likes a lot of the same things you like. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a good thing.
A lot of fetishes. Wink, wink.
Well, we'll get to that. Yeah, but I will read your rainbow that you do not need validation in order to date someone. Although, right. I guess it is kind of a good idea. I guess, practice what you preach.
Hypocrite.
No, practice what you preach, I guess. Because, I guess it is a big deal to have your friends meet a significant other. So, yeah, no, I think it went really well.
Okay. So, cool. All right. Anyway. So, what's your rainbow?
All right. So, I have been on Grindr, Scandal, and,
Did they block you again?
They did not block me again. And that hasn't happened. But, so, on Grindr, I got a message from this guy named, Subboy.
Oh, I thought you said Subway.
No, sis, I thought it was Subway at first, and I was like, yes, tuna
That's
sub.
12 inch.
Yeah. But, no, turned out to be Subboy. And he messaged me, and he was like, hey, how are you doing? So I was like, oh, I'm good. And we, chit-chatted, just nice, friendly talks. And then I was like, oh, what are you up to this evening? He said, oh, I can't really do much. He's like, I'm locked in. I have my chastity belt on.
Oh.
And I was like...
Wait, was it chained to his wall as well?
No. And so, I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, do you want to see a picture? So I was like, sure. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
So he sent a picture, and it's this rubber thing that goes around his junk and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my. And he said he had to he had to do it for his master.
Wait, what?
Yeah. He had to do
for his class?
No.
Wait,
no,
what?
his master is... like a class.
Oh!
Not his masters.
Well,
not like.
Well, is this like a sexology class? Like,
No, it's actually it's
I failed. I had sex.
it's biology. It's
Oh my god. We're deleting that.
No. I think like no, his master. So he has a master.
Could you phrase it differently, please?
Well, I led with saying that he's a sub boy, but I guess you thought that was Subway.
Yeah.
So he's a Subway.
He's a Subway getting his master with a chastity belt.
He's getting his masters with the chastity belt. So I guess
Sign me up.
my Read My Rainbow is, how do you respond to that?
Well, I guess you could ask what class this is for.
Cheers. That's funny. Cheers.
That's all I'm gonna say to that. Oh my god.
Okay. I mean, like, I didn't know how to respond, so I was just like,
Did you block him?
no. I was just like, oh, it's,
Did you tell him that you're also doing
I'm like, I'm also getting a degree.
Yeah. Because they also have a chastity belt.
It's called student debt.
Yeah. All right. Shall we dive in?
Yeah, let's get into the heart of our gay agenda.
Which is a kink.com exclusive.
So when we talk about kink, we're talking about human sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
I think for a lot of queer people, we somehow identify within the kink community or kink culture in a weird way. We
definitely like to dwell more into it.
Right, and I believe that's because our society is built on a heterosexual culture. So queer sex is already kind of considered kinky to the most people. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean that kink is just for queer people. It can be for anyone. But it does make sense why queers identify with it.
Right.
And since we are
because we're already like rejected by the norm, might as well just like embrace anything that's otherworldly.
Right.
Otherworldly. Let's embrace aliens.
Alien kink.
Yes.
Because we're a sex positive podcast, we are not kink shaming tonight, but we will be reviewing a bunch of different kinks that we've written down and put into a bowl. A little ASMR for you. And we'll be drawing them out, and we don't know what we're getting, and then we'll have to talk about it. Just different kinks, whether we like it, whether we're into it, if we're not into it.
Yeah, I've not read any one of these.
Yeah, so I mean, I prepared these, but I'm ready to talk. Obviously, I talk about anything. But Josh wanted it to be a complete surprise.
Yeah, because I like to go off the whim here. Okay,
yeah.
So anyway. Well, actually, before we begin, let me ask you a question. What is your personal kink?
See, my personal kink, I feel like I'm kind of vanilla.
Vanilla.
Vanilla, yeah, not Subway.
You have a chastity belt?
Yeah, I have a chastity belt. I think for me, I like, and I don't know if it's necessarily kink or if it's fetish, but it's kind of, those kind of go hand in hand sometimes. But it's like vintage, like men's athletic wear.
Okay, that's
like,
more of a fetish, I feel like.
Yeah, like high socks, like kind of like that baseball. I don't know. What?
So you could also be like having it for like those 6-year-old men who always wear like those like tube socks.
No, that's for their diabetes. I don't need it for their diabetes.
He's like, damn, that's so hot.
I'm like, damn, you're about to die soon. Damn, daddy. No, I like kind of that like vintage. I guess it could go into
like
kind of like
porn.
Yeah, like kind of like role play
star.
a little bit. Yeah, and I think it's because it's so opposite of who I am.
True.
That it's like kind of a turn on.
You are not athletic.
No, I am not athletic whatsoever.
I'm kidding.
So what is yours then?
Mine is actually, so when we discussed of like what our kink is, I was thinking of like what actually really turns me on in bed, and I realized what turns me on is a little bit of rough playing.
Oh, okay.
Like choking, like holding me down, sometimes even like getting hit.
Almost like a little like light BDSM.
Well, I would go even as far as consensual, non-consensual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if necessarily like rape fantasy is what I'm going into, but it kind of turns me on when the guy who is topping is a little more aggressive and wants to do what he wants, and I just have to go with the flow and be like, well, this is what we're doing.
Do you think that's because like you like to be in charge so often in the rest of your life.
Yeah. Like, I'm very gung-ho about, like, I want to do this on my own and blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of nice when another guy's just like, you know what? Fuck you. Get down on your knees.
Literally.
That too, yeah.
So I guess, like, in the rest of your life, you're, like, gung-ho, but in the bedroom, you're a cum-ho. Stop.
My ears are bleeding.
No! Maybe that's my kink. I don't know.
Oh, God. Sorry, Mom.
You already said you like to get on your knees.
Oh, fair.
And I don't think your mom thinks you're praying. She might be praying that we just rewind that right now.
Yeah.
So listen, you little dick pig slut.
Oh, my God.
Let's start the
Are we just, like,
conversation.
calling each other's names?
Yeah, what do you want to call me?
You worthless piece of shit. I don't know.
That's not... That's just mean.
I don't... See, I'm not very good at dirty talk. At all.
Oh, see, I like dirty talk.
Like, when they're like, hurt me, I'm just like, your mother doesn't love you.
You're like, hurt me, and they're like, the kitchen isn't clean. You're like, what? You're like, I have to clean. I like dirty talk, mostly because I think it's a little bit of a role play thing. It's like so out of my element.
Yeah. Let's not vacuum tomorrow.
Let's not vacuum tomorrow. Oh God, I'm wet. Again, leave the kids at home.
Yeah, because this is stupid.
So,
well, actually, before we get into this, because you brought up something about how we are very sex positive, which we are, and I am down to discuss anything. But where is it that, you know, like the term kink shaming?
right.
Yeah, so like let's say hypothetically you're in the bedroom and someone wants to do something that you're not into. Mm-hmm. Would you consider that a kink shame automatically? Because you're like, I'm not comfortable with that.
No, because I think it's about knowing
where's
you
the
personally.
balance, you know?
Okay, here's what I think. I think if you say like let's say that the person hypothetically was like, oh, I'm into...
They were hypothetically a person.
They were hypothetically having sex with me, which is actually my life. But, like, let's say hypothetically you were not into kind of that forcefulness, and they were. Mm-hmm. And you were vocal about it, and they respected you, and they're like, okay, we'll just, like, do things a little bit differently.
Right.
I think that's okay. I don't think it's okay if they were like, oh, I'm into choking. And you're like, I'm not into choking, and you shouldn't be either. It's almost like the religious argument. It's like,
Like forcing your beliefs onto them.
right, yeah, if you're forcing your beliefs or forcing your kinks or your beliefs of kink shaming onto people, I think that's an issue. But I think if you're just like, I'm not into that, but like, you live your life and do your thing, that's cool.
Okay.
Like people can, as long as it's consensual and with adults,
hopefully with adults.
Well, I mean, like, no, but some people will argue that, like, kiddie porn is their kink, and I'm like, no.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
ew.
no, that's not right.
That
so,
I will kink shame till...
Yeah, well, that I don't think that's kink shaming, because that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
But these, all of my ASMRing topics, we have. So, Josh, go ahead and pick one.
All right.
Again, Josh doesn't know what any of these are.
No, I do not. So the first one I picked says... Good Lord, it's long.
That's what she said.
Of course. Fisting!
Ooh!
Lube up and inserting into partner's anal cavity with a giant grand piano.
So, what are your thoughts on fistings?
Oh gosh, we just talked about not kink shaming. I'm trying really hard to be accepting towards this, but... The idea of an entire fist going up your ass just seems so painful to me.
What about, like, someone's entire arm?
Oh my God! Oh yeah, that's better.
Yeah, that's better. Okay,
yeah.
cool. Yeah, no, I think, I think that, like, you know, my booty could not handle it. No. But I think that, like, there are people out there that are into it.
Yeah, well, I wonder how long you can't eat in order for someone to successfully fist you.
Well, I was hearing, I was listening to another podcast, and they were talking, this guy, he wasn't the one being fisted, but his friend was like, will you fist me? And he was like, well, I've been friends with you for years. It was on the podcast Las Culturistas. Big Dipper was on.
Oh, okay.
And Big Dipper was talking about said fisting.
We've been friends for a while. Will you just fist me?
Well, yeah, no, that's what he said. It was kind of like that. And someone was like, "Oh my god!" And even the podcast guys that are just like, oh, we can't go there. We can't go there. And he's like, you don't feel anything. It's just a giant cavity. So it's kind of like throwing your arm into a cave, but sexual.
But like, well, I'm sure the top doesn't feel anything.
There's no bats in there.
But the bottom?
Yeah, but obviously the bottom wants it.
Right, but at the same time, like, if you're putting your fist in their anal cavity, obviously there's poop in that anal cavity. So what I'm saying is, like, how long do you have to not eat in order for that to be good?
I don't poop, so I don't know.
Oh.
I think
Explains
that, like...
the bloating.
It explains the bloating. I'm just full of shit.
Yeah.
I do think that, like... it's for some people. I don't think that people just right off the bat are like, let me put my entire fist into your ass.
It looks hotter than the actual, like, act, if that makes sense. Like, if you watch it in porn and, like, you see the guy getting fisted, like, you're kind of just like, oh, okay. But the thought of actually doing it, I don't know if I could handle it.
Right. Well, I mean, like, they're, like, training their anuses to expand. Their sphincters don't just like go real big one day. Can I just say that
Speak for yourself.
This is like an NSFW podcast right off the bat.
Yeah.
So fisting.
Okay.
We're not into it.
All right. So your verdict.
My verdict. It's for some people. I don't think I could take a fist in my ass, but I mean, I'm not going to say I would never put my arm or hand into someone, but. But I don't want to like say no if I've never done it, but at the same time, it's not at the top of my list of things to do in life. Like
I really need to get done.
I'm like, you know what I need to get done? I need to get like, my taxes figured out. I need to
fist someone.
That's like maybe number 3. Like, yeah. So like, not really for me, but hey, sweeties, live your life.
I would say my verdict is, I don't necessarily judge anyone who's into that whatsoever. I just think for me it would be too painful to receive it, and I don't feel comfortable enough to be able to do it because I'm not very comfortable with bodily things.
Well, I mean, your hands aren't super big.
That's true.
So maybe it depends.
They're
on the
like,
person.
is it in?
you're like, my entire body is inside of you right now.
Yeah.
It's just.
I have like one of those like cave diving hats with the flashlight.
I went spelunking in someone's ass. All right, so I'm going to choose one.
All right, so that was a no for each of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, electrostimulation. Toys that electric shock your partner. Category kind of within the BDSM genre, I guess, or subculture. Okay. So my thoughts are kind of into it. I guess a little light pain.
Okay.
A little light pain.
Yeah.
But like, I think it depends.
Are you talking about like those like sticks that kind of just like zip you?
Yeah. Like maybe just like light pain, but if they like turn up the power, I don't actually want to be harmed. Like, you know what I would.
It's like, I'm sorry, it's like American Horror Story, like Asylum, when they put what are those things called? Like those electroshock therapy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I'm like,
turn up the dial.
I'm
baby.
like, do it a little bit low.
Yeah.
I think all I could get away with like electroshock stuff as like a kink.
Yeah.
Those like things for bugs, those like zappers for bugs, where you like hit a bug and it zaps them and they die.
Yeah.
I think I could handle that amount of pain.
Okay. I hope your heart's strong enough.
No, have you ever touched one of those?
No.
Oh, they don't hurt.
Oh.
It's like a little like zip. It's like a little. Whoop.
I thought you were talking about like those like lamps. Like, you remember in
no.
Okay.
No.
I was like, you remember in Bug Life when like the mosquito like explodes?
Yeah.
Like,
not that. That's
okay.
not. No, they're like fly swatters, but where the net would be on a fly swatter, it's like electrified.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have it with my friends up north, and we'll hit each other with it.
Oh.
Not in like a sexual way. But I just know...
We just happen to be naked.
I know that's just because I lost all my baggage, and I just...
I happen to have nipple clamps on.
I have nipple clamps on. Yeah, so I'm open to it. I've never done it, though.
Okay.
Thoughts?
I would personally be willing to try it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could remain hard doing it.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense. Like, I don't know if I
Sure.
could, like, remain hard because I feel like my
You
body
mean
would...
your penis?
What? Yeah.
Well, no, you said, does that make sense?
No,
And
no,
I'm
I mean,
oh.
like, because sometimes I feel like when you are in pain, it's really hard to keep your blood flow down there, really.
Well, I guess that just goes into, like, maybe that's something you wouldn't be into, so that wouldn't be a kink for you.
Well, no, because I actually would be willing to try it, especially if they zapped my butt.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think that'd be kind of hot.
But with, like, a normal zapper, not, like, with a bug swatter like I would want.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want that. I would just want, like, those, like, the things, like, in the porn videos where it's just, like,
Yeah.
a zee. Yeah.
Okay, so open to try it. Okay, cool.
I would try it. So that's, like, a maybe, I guess?
Okay, so, like, yeah, I think we're both open to trying it.
Yeah.
All right, what's another one, Josh?
If any fan wants to send us one so we could try it out on each other, because apparently that's what friends do.
Oh my god, yeah. If you want to send us a zapper, do it, and we'll post a video of us doing it to each other. I'm not joking.
I know.
I'm being completely serious.
So sad.
I'm totally serious. I'm open to try new things, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
all right.
So what's another kink?
Pup leather culture. Puppy play, a subject of BDSM, taking on a more primal role and exploring that sexually. Do you think that this includes, like, being, like, a furry?
No, I think that is different.
This is just like the
I say
puppy
that because
mask.
I may have put furry in as an option. Yeah, pup leather culture is, like, being specific.
Okay. So it's more just, like being on a leash and, like, walking around on your...
And, like, the mask. And I think it's, like, more of, like, a primal play, like, dom, sub. It's, like, within the BDSM thing.
Okay.
So thoughts? Into it, not into it, willing to try it?
Not into it. I don't think I'd be willing to try it because I feel like that I don't think I could take it seriously enough. I like being submissive in the bedroom, and I like someone to take over control for me, but to, like, play as a dog, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, like, I think, I don't know. Excuse me, I don't know. Jesus, I have my throat full of...
Come.
I'm not trying to take after you, ma'am. Did I just kink shame you?
You kink shamed me.
I kink shamed him. I think, like, artistically, I think the masks are sort of...
They're really cool.
They're cool in, like, a craftsman kind of way. I don't know if I could wear one because I feel like I would run into walls and shit.
Yeah.
And...
Like, babe, where you going? Boom.
And I'm just like, woof. But have you seen, like, the butt plugs that look like dog tails?
Oh, God, no.
Wow. Yeah, no. That's part of, like, the pup culture.
Wow.
So you can get butt plugs.
That's creative.
Yeah, you can get butt plugs. It's, like, a whole thing. But it's, like, not... I wouldn't put it in the same category as, like, a furry... Because it's, like, furries feel more like animal, where, like, pup play is, like, like, aware that you're a human.
Okay.
But putting, like, a primal spin on your, like, power dynamic.
Gotcha. I think I'd get too self-conscious in that moment, and so I probably would kind of fall out of that fantasy.
Yeah. I think what's good is, like, you wouldn't have to wear a mask.
Oh!
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
You save money in that area.
He's celibate for 3 years and suddenly he thinks he can drag me for what I like to do in the bedroom? Oh my God.
If anyone would like to
actually have
who's
sex
listening,
with Kyle.
Oh my God, that's how I am every single podcast. I'm like, I'm just gonna, like, flip it in. I hope someone else does. But no, I hope if you want to send us a dog mask, we'll try it out.
You want to find him on Grindr?
Yeah, like, you want to find me on Grindr and Subboy? Yeah, so we're kind of thinking, like, to the pup culture.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, cool for other people.
Not for me.
Yeah. You get the appeal, but, like, not for you.
I can see the appeal. I think it would be a lot of fun for people who could get creative like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what I think is kind of fun because it is creative.
Right.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems expensive too.
That too. I don't have the money to
I don't
pay
have
for
the
dogtail butt plugs.
I don't have the means.
Okay.
So
that's a no.
That's a no from you, dog.
Have we had a yes yet?
Yeah, the electric one.
Well, that was a maybe.
Oh, it was a maybe for you, a yes for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I have here tentacle porn.
What?
Do you know what tentacle porn is?
No.
Oh my God. Okay, so it's like I believe
let me
it.
read this.
Yeah, it's not a great description. But there's okay. So tentacle porn, for those who do not know, is like anime. And usually it's like some kind of monster sort of thing, or the guy has like multiple penises or tentacles coming out of him, and he's inserting it into said female. So thoughts.
Oh, so it's like her vagina and her
mouth, or there might be like 2 tentacles going into her vagina. You've never heard of this?
Is it tentacles or is it
Tentacles.
So it's not like a penis. It's like an actual like squid tentacle.
Yeah, it's like an octopus.
Oh.
You've never heard of this?
I mean, I remember hearing jokes about tentacle porn.
You thought it was a joke.
Well, I was just like, I didn't get it. I was just like, okay, that's weird. Oh my god, really?
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Huh.
It's a real thing, mama.
You know what I noticed about Asian porn is how...
No, please tell me.
You know what I noticed about Asian porn is how interesting that culture is when it comes to porn, because they're so into like costumes and putting on an act and tentacle porn, and they're willing to go like the route of anime and things like that. Yet when you watch an Asian porn video, they always blur out the guy's penis.
And I heard one time that the reason that tentacle porn became so popular is because they were blurring
because they
out.
can't put the actual penis on.
Yes.
Oh.
So that kind of goes into, I think, another thing, which is kind of like people not being allowed to really express themselves sexually, so they find it other ways. So I will say it's a no for me, but it's a yes for people being able to express themselves in ways when they are not.
Yeah, I would have to like sit down and talk to someone about like why that is a turn on for them, because I can't see it.
I think you should watch it. We should watch some.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll watch some. Okay. So I found some tentacle porn, and I'm going to play that now for Josh. And it's like an anime thing. So here we go.
Weirdly enough, Pornhub is his homepage.
It is, yeah. Okay, it's loading. It's a long video. Oh.
Alright, let's just look up. Oh my.
Oh, yeah. That's tentacle porn. So, yeah, you see the insides, and yep. Josh is so confused. You've never seen this?
No. Oh god.
Okay, well, she's gonna keep getting fucked by a tentacle. Well, I just exposed Josh to some tentacle porn.
Oh my god.
What? Josh is shook.
It was weirdly like, I could see it.
You can understand why people would be into it?
I can understand it, but oh my god, can you imagine?
Oh, an octopus?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, did you hear like all the goop that was just like full like, oh.
Yeah, I was gooped. Okay, next one.
No, it's my turn.
I know.
Oh. Well, fine. Alright. I got sounding. Inserting plastic or metal into yours or someone else's urethra.
What are your thoughts on that? Is that a kink for you? What do you think, honey?
Ooh, that sounds too painful for me.
Yeah.
Wow,
Well, you got fisting and sounding.
Yeah, I did.
And I got tentacle porn.
Yeah. Ooh. You know, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
So one of the very first gay porn videos that I've ever discovered was a sounding video. And they were dressed as baseball players.
Well, sound off.
They were dressed as baseball players, like, from the 70s, so you would like it.
Oh, probably.
And I was just watching this guy, like, having this metal thing going into his penis, and I was just like, oh my god, that looks so fucking painful, but at the same time, he's really into it, so it's kind of a turn on, the fact that he's so into it.
Yeah.
I could never do it. If my partner was into it, I would do it for them.
Yeah, I guess so. I dated someone once who said that they had tried it.
Oh, of course.
Ow! I'm not gonna say. They said they said they tried it because they were intrigued, but that they wouldn't do it again.
Okay.
I don't know if
you just do it.
Well, it's kind of like like I don't know, like a butt plug. Like you don't just like push the big thing in there. You like start with like small things, I guess, and then they work up to it.
Oh god. Okay, just the thought of it alone is just I couldn't. No.
I'm living that There is so many like triggers for Josh right now.
I know.
I will say that I am so surprised because I am such a vanilla person, but I think I might be kind of kinky.
Well,
I think I might be kinky.
well, it's funny too because like I have like more sex than you. No offense, but it's just like I don't think I could do stuff like that.
I think it's I don't know. I don't think I'd be into, but I think it's interesting because I always picture you as like kinkier than me.
I don't know if I am.
I think I might be kinky.
Yeah.
At least
Kinky Boots, starring Kyle Bachman.
Oh my god, yes.
Ugh, God. Okay, I'm sorry. That was a hard no.
So
I struck out on everything except for electric play.
Yeah, and you were kind of into tentacle porn.
I could see the appeal.
Okay.
Yeah. That was like a low maybe.
Yeah, like I think for tentacle porn you can save the tentacle porn. I'll just take the sushi.
Yeah.
And you're saying no to sounding. You're sounding off.
I'm
no.
sounding off. No.
Okay, very good. All right. My next kink is that's easy. Gagging and choking.
Hell yes.
I say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That is such a fun thing to do. There is something like that is such a turn on to have like a guy put you in a chokehold, like when he's on top of you, and just I don't know what it is. It's just like. I think the fact that I know that it's not real and the guy is not actually trying to hurt me.
Sorry, when you're talking about your sex life and you go, I know that it's not real, I'm like, oh my god, same.
Shut up. Like, I know, like, he's not actually trying to hurt me. He's just more of, like, role-playing and things like that. I think it's really fun to, like, kind of push boundaries that way. And, you know, choke me as hard as you want to. I'm into it as long as you're okay with stopping when I say, please stop.
Oh, yeah. Like, maybe have a safe word.
Right. If I can say it.
You're like,
my safe word is choke me harder.
Oh my god. Choke me harder, Tony Danza.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I say like, yeah, I'm into like diet choking.
Diet choking?
Yeah, like light choking.
Ugh, that's not choking.
No, I don't wanna actually die, and I don't want people to be like,
well, no one's gonna kill you.
I don't want people to think that I'm actually like in an abusive relationship. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want bruises to be showing up, but, you know, a little bit of light choking, yeah, sure. I guess doing and giving.
Yeah, that's true.
Or taking and receiving, I guess.
Yeah. I would have to practice choke.
Do you ever choke people?
No, well, I choke them...
Sexually, or if,
just like
if an intruder comes in?
When I'm mildly pissed off at someone.
That's true. Like a forced choke, very Darth Vader.
Yeah. I have had a few moments where I'm choking the top, but it's when I'm on top of them. One guy liked it, one guy wasn't really into it, so I stopped. I find it, I don't know, I just find this fun power play between that, and so I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm just gonna say hell yes. Yes.
Yeah,
tens across the board.
Yeah, tens across the board. Choke me. All right, your turn.
Oh, my turn.
What?
At least I found someone.
Yeah.
Or something.
That's a Freudian slip.
Well, and someone.
All right, what's your kink?
Well, that's funny. Rape play. Consensual pretending to be doing a non-consensual act. You know, I'm going to say no.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. I already said my thoughts on this, so you go ahead.
I think, okay, I don't know. I think that, like, rape is kind of triggering. So, like, even though that there's, like, total consensualness, I don't know if, like, I don't know. I'm not super into that.
Yeah.
I am into kind of like the power dynamic and knowing that someone will stop if you say stop.
Right.
Or vice versa.
Right.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
So I'll say, toot to that, but boot to, kinky boot to
I think
that.
I think it can become dangerous, especially if it's advertised in porn, because I feel like showing consensual, non-consensual porn can then leak into some dumbass's mind thinking like, oh, it's okay to do this stuff to people.
Oh, okay. So you mean like they'll see it and they're like, oh, well, I was just having sex with you. It wasn't rape. And she's like, no. Or he is like, no, it was. Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
like,
no, I think that's a little dangerous.
Like, it's a very blurry, dangerous play to do consensual, non-consensual, because there needs to be a lot of communication involved, and there needs to be a lot of trust involved with the person. And I would recommend anyone who is going to try to do that, don't do it unless you completely trust the person.
Yeah.
Like, I would not recommend doing it on a first date.
No,
Like,
sorry.
just, yeah.
I'm just picturing like a first date where it's like, so I'm kind of into like a rape fantasy, and
Right.
your date's like, all right, well, we're at Starbucks at 2 p.m. on a Saturday. Like,
Well,
I don't know.
that's your dates.
No, the guy, I don't know. Okay, so yes, I think we know where we're going with that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Next one is CBT, cock and ball torture. So that's a little bit of a BDSM thing. Does that go into like cock rings?
No, because I was at torture.
I don't know. I'm not a tortured soul. So like I would say
I couldn't imagine getting my balls hit like during sex.
yeah, I don't there's certain areas of the body that I don't want to be hit. And it's like I guess sensitive areas.
I don't think most guys want to have their balls hit.
But like maybe your ass.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
You know, maybe like
Maybe the face.
I don't want to be hit in the face. That's a big no for me. If I was hit in the face, I'd be so upset.
Really?
Yeah. And I think that's where that's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
Is like you like I don't know, because that goes way too into like I think it's because I feel insecure, like I'm so ugly, and then they smack me and I'm like, no, you do too. But I think that's what I think
My
about.
audience!
My audience, oh my god. Or like, this is the moneymaker. Cock and balls, I don't know. I can understand why people like it.
I could see why.
Like, I get why people like it. So I'm not gonna, like, this isn't kink shaming. No. I can see why people like it.
I would say I wouldn't personally be able to do it, but I could totally see the appeal of it, because I think seeing people do it, I think that looks really hot.
I could do it to someone else.
I could, but I feel like it would be unfair that they are into it and I'm not.
You know what I'm into, though?
What?
This goes into a kink that I'm into. I'm into people being, like, enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
Like, when you're with a partner and you can tell that they're really turned on, that turns me on.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of kink that is.
Well, I think that's just normal.
I'm really into you being into me.
That sounds like a big Leo energy.
It very big Leo energy. Okay.
So that's a maybe for both of us.
Yeah. I say maybe.
Okay. So what should we do? Like 3 more?
Yeah, we just keep going.
Okay. Oh, well, I got the big one. Furry. Animals that have human qualities. Some may equate it to bestiality. Some people get off acting like an animal.
I will also preface by saying that Josh is reading my handwriting. So it's not that Josh has had too much to drink.
No, sorry.
He's just been reading my handwriting this whole time.
No, sorry. Your handwriting's fine. It's just that sometimes I can't read it.
That's fair.
Anyway.
Okay, so furry. What are you into? Are you into furries?
No.
No.
That's a hard no for me. Wow, I'm really boring.
No, you're so exciting. I also did not rig this that Josh would have to say no to all of these. I literally just like went online and was like, kink.
Yeah.
Fetish and kink.
Right.
I think furries, like, I don't know. I'm not into it, but if like other people are into it and it's all consenting adults, I don't know. Go ahead, put on your costume, live your life, queen.
I think the only thing that's weird about it is, like, one, it would be so hot.
You just said you weren't into it. Now you think it's going to be hot.
Like, physically, like...
Oh, physically warm? I mean, like, I'm always physically warm.
That's true.
We're sitting here, and I'm like, oh my god, why am I so hot? So, like, I don't know. Not that I would throw on a costume and be like, well, this is no different. But, I don't know.
How could you kiss someone?
You furry kiss. You, like, rub each other's noses, maybe.
Oh.
Or, like, if you're a dog, you know, go into puppy play, maybe sniff each other's butts. What? Don't you think that's like that could be a thing?
I know, but it's just so fun. I'm sorry, I'm kind of king shaming right now. That's just so weird.
Josh has never sniffed someone's butt.
No, I never sniffed someone's butt. Well, who just shoves their nose up someone's ass?
You'll have to ask the furries. I don't know. Okay, so we're saying no to furries.
Yeah,
but,
no.
like, I mean, live your life, queens.
I like how this is supposed to be, like, a sex positive. I'm just like, no!
Well, like, I mean, like, I'm gonna say no also, but live your life, queens.
Yeah,
like,
I don't judge anyone who does it. This is more for me.
So you're saying that you wouldn't, if you saw, like, furry porn, you'd be like, wow, good for them for living their truth.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
I would say that and then press next. I'd be like, no,
okay,
thanks.
well, thank you next.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. All right. I pulled, Humiliation, consensual name calling. Examples would be like bitch, slut, and whore. So into it, not into it. I guess this kind of goes into role play and dirty talk. So I'm gonna say I am into it.
I'm into it. I'd be terrible at it.
Yeah. Which is like funny because like we have a podcast and you're saying that you can't talk.
Right. I mean, that answer. Our listeners know. I would say that would be.
He is at a loss for words. They'd be like, talk to me dirty. And he's like, I would say.
I would
and
be
just like wait.
I would just be like, you're stupid.
You're a stupid pig slut whore.
I mean, name calling is fine, but then it's just like it almost gets to be comical in a way.
Well, that's why I think you have to like go into the role play element. Like you have to be in it. I think I'm like okay with it because like I'm like actor.
I know.
Like I view myself as like being a little bit of like a performance person.
But I'm just imagining like because I've watched so many like stupid movies like Scary Movie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like someone like being in a chokehold, just be like, "You stupid slut."
Well, okay.
Like The Exorcist realness.
Which like I think that laughing during sex is okay. Since it sounds like you do laugh a lot during sex. I don't know. Every time I tell you something, you're like tickled by it. He's just giggling.
I know. Well, I have a very strict Catholic upbringing, so stuff like this, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so scandalous.
Some salacious topics. Yeah. All right, what's another? Go ahead. Choose another kink.
I was gonna say, going back to that humiliation, I'm into it. Have them say stuff to me. I don't know if I could be able to say stuff.
Yeah. I never thought I could, and then I was with someone, and they were like encouraging me.
They were disgusting.
No, they were encouraging me to, and I was like, oh, I'm really good at dirty talk. Okay.
Leather subculture. Sexual kink fetish comes from motorcycle culture, chaps, boots, jacket, popular in LGBTQ circles, from BDSM, but has come into mainstream fashion.
Okay, so what do you think about leather culture, Josh?
I say yes. I am very into it. I think leather is hot.
Yeah, me too.
I think I just think of like all the Tom of Finland illustrations.
Right.
And I think of like the daddies in Boys Town during market days. I think
like IML, which is International Men's Leather that comes to Chicago.
When we pass like Men's Room.
Yeah, like
Boys Town.
I think that like leather culture is hot. Mm-hmm. I don't think that the misogyny that sometimes sprouts out of leather culture is hot.
No.
Like, not calling anyone out, but like, there's this bar called Jackhammer on the north side of Chicago that is like a leather sex bar. And there tends to be a lot of like, you know, sometimes racist or misogynistic things that are encouraged there. And it's a leather prominent place.
Yeah.
So I'm not into that. But like, hey, I love like a leather collar.
I think that
leather harnesses are cute.
Yeah, leather harnesses are cute.
I guess that goes into like the mainstream like fashion culture.
Well, I was gonna say I think that expands more too in just like misogyny and racism in the LGBTQ community in general. But we aren't gonna go there.
Right.
But yes, I am very into leather.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay, so let's see. All right. I pulled scat play. Playing with shit.
No.
Scat play.
No. I will kink shame the fuck out of anyone who tries to do that to me.
Oh my word. Okay, we just said we're not going to kink shame.
I'm sorry, but if you try to poop on me, no.
But what if someone else okay, so like I like being very clean. Like I love like showered, smelling good. Mm-hmm. Like I love like I want to be super clean when I am having sexualness.
Right.
But if people are into that, okay.
I'm sorry. I don't see that one at all.
I just say keep some wet wipes close to you if you're going to do it.
I can't. I don't understand that. Like, okay, I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to judge anybody.
So I guess we're both saying no, but I
no.
mean like, but I'm going to say live your life. Just keep it clean or don't get pink eye.
I say figure something else out, please.
Okay, well...
Okay, this is my next one. Piss play.
Oh, okay. Well, they kind of go hand in hand. Uh-huh. So, yeah, piss play or golden showers. Thoughts?
Someone explained it to me about, like, having power over someone by, like, peeing on them. Mm-hmm. I could see that being intriguing for someone, and I could maybe understand the appeal of it. I couldn't do it. Because
No,
I'm very against bodily fluids and
yeah.
like things like on me.
Well, I think that's totally fair. But then doesn't that kind of go into like scat play?
No, because I do not understand why people would want to shit on each other.
It's a like power dynamic. It's like it's like in the leather culture when
right,
when
but
they
even
like
that has like I feel like limits. And I'm just like, ugh, like poop. I'm sorry, just no.
I am so surprised.
I'm like sanitizing my brain as I'm thinking.
Listeners, I am surprised. I think I'm surprised because I'm not saying I would engage in it, but I'm open for people to express
He's
themselves.
literally on the toilet right now, as we're.
And that's why Josh can't handle it.
Yeah.
He can't handle it.
Yeah.
No, can you handle it? No, I think I think it's a power dynamic, and while I might not be into like piss play or scat play, I can understand why people would be into a power dynamic type situation.
Sure.
Okay. Sex dolls. People being attracted to inanimate objects and engaging with sex with dolls. Okay, what are your thoughts, Josh?
Well, I feel like dolls go into like fleshlights and like.
Well, yeah,
toys.
Yeah, we'll just say toys, sex toys. Into it? Yeah,
toys. I'm into
yeah,
it.
me too.
I'm very much into it. I think toys actually are good things to have to practice with in a lot of ways. I feel like there's this weird new thing with like VR reality porn.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And sometimes, if you're just wanting to actually be around someone and you just want to get off and you just want a toy, go for it.
Yeah, I think
I don't think I would buy a fleshlight. I don't think I could buy a sex doll.
I would buy a flesh-eating virus.
Explains your skin.
Yes. I'll go to your dermatologist. They're doing wonders for you.
Thank you.
I think, sex toys are cool because, like, also promotion of self-love. Mm-hmm. And,
do you have any?
Me, self-love or sex toys?
Well, sex toys.
I have, maybe.
Oh, now you're getting quiet.
But do I use them?
Probably not.
No.
What do you have?
Have I bought them? Yes.
Yeah. Are you not going to say what you have?
No. Are you going to say what you have?
Yeah, I have a dildo and I have butt plugs.
Ah! I didn't know you had butt plugs.
I do.
Oh my God, plug your mouth. Well, I just have a dildo, but I don't use him.
Well, yeah, because you can't find him.
No, I found him.
Oh.
No, I found him. I hid him, but I found him. Okay, choose another one. We only have a couple more.
That's true. All right. This one is age play. So, calling someone daddy or baby is light age play. Extreme would be adult babies. Calling someone daddy, yes. I think calling someone baby is okay. It just depends on. I think that depends on your age and your relationship with the person. Like, because I'm dating someone older. I don't think I could ever call him daddy.
Really?
Mm-mm. No, but...
what if he was, like, paying for your college tuition and, like, making sure you get your license?
Aw, grandpa. I get the appeal of calling someone daddy.
Yeah.
I would. I just don't think my boyfriend really is, like, someone I consider a daddy.
Yeah, it just depends on each relationship. Because, like,
Yeah.
I've been called daddy, and I've never dated someone that much younger than me.
By your illegitimate child.
Oh, my God. No, I would never have children. Yeah, I think it's kind of, like, hot. Now, what do you think about, like, adult babies?
No, I don't get that one. Like, maybe if you want to be
You are cracking me up.
like, maybe if you want to be taken care of. Like, is that kind of, like, the appeal of it?
Yeah, I think it's, like, an age play, like, being taken care of.
I'm not saying I
like,
judge it. I'm just saying I don't get it.
I feel like where I would cross the line is if my significant other was, like, pooping their diaper, I'd be like...
But you're into scat play.
No, I'm not into scat play. I'm just saying live your life, queens.
Yeah.
I'm not... but if someone pooped their diaper and, like, I was just, like, literally, we just had, like, dinner and we just had wine with, like, our friends and now you're going to shit your pants?
You're shitting their pants in this restaurant.
Well, I'd be like, listen, you little fuck.
Yeah. See? Roleplay.
Stop it! No, I'd be so, like, listen, you little fuck. You
if
cannot.
You don't, you are into timeout right now.
No, I'd be like, you know what? You are not going to act like a normal, like, 20, 30-something person and then shit your pants and make me clean it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
But I'll make you, like, dinner.
Sure.
I'll cook you some chicken nuggets. We'll watch Blue's Clues.
What? Oh, baby. Okay. I was just like,
Blue's.
what? Okay. I would say I'm kind of into it.
What if someone called you daddy?
I actually had been called daddy once. Which is
Really?
right, which I'm just like, that is insane. It was just this guy on Instagram, and he...
Oh, okay. So, like, not IRL. Okay.
But then it's kind of funny. It's just like when you hit that moment where like someone could legitimately call you daddy, and you're just like, oh.
I've gotten messages on, like, Grindr and shit, and they'll be like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, great, how are you? And be like, I'm doing pretty good, daddy. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, you are 2 years younger than me. I am not your daddy. I am not your mom. I'm kind of like your drunk aunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that.
Okay, next one.
Next one. Public sex. Sex in public or semi-public. Hell yes. I am very much into that.
I'm kind of into it too.
I think that's very hot.
Yeah, as long as you don't
something about like that danger.
You almost get caught. See, danger turns me on.
Even if, like, let's say hypothetically, you were caught.
You get put on the sex offenders list.
Well, not by a cop, but like if you're just like, if someone sees you.
Yeah. No, I get that. Maybe like if you're in front of a window,
you know,
your like neighbor walks by and they're
you're
just
like in front of a glass window at a department store. Like, oh my god,
your face is like pressed up against the glass.
People are watching. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I feel so salacious and scandalous.
Yeah.
Do me harder, daddy baby.
Because I feel like public sex goes into a lot of things like the history of like cruising and park sex
and like hanky culture and stuff.
Right, and things that people would have to do in order to get laid. I kind of feel the danger in that one. Like, would you ever go to like a bathhouse to fuck someone?
I don't think I would.
No. But you would do it in a bar.
You don't know what I don't know what you're speaking of. I would not go into a bar with the intention.
Oh no, not
but
at all.
Yeah, no, I think that public or semi-public kind of saucy.
What's semi-public? Like one person watching you?
Well, like kind of like you think it's happened, or like they can kind of see you.
Okay.
But like it's like not.
So it's like in your bedroom, but your windows are open and you're screaming.
Yeah, sure. Or like maybe it's a public bathroom or something.
That's pretty public.
But like the doors are closed. Okay, next one. Mm-hmm. Foot fetish, smelling, massaging, kissing. Yay feet.
Yay feet.
Okay, what are your thoughts?
I have seen videos of foot fetish things. I weirdly think that it's kind of hot seeing someone get off.
To feet?
Yeah. No. I think it's kind of hot seeing someone getting off by having their feet worshipped.
Okay.
I could never do it because I'm too ticklish.
I personally, I just don't like feet.
Yeah.
That's just like me.
Well, it's weird because we were talking about foot fetishes and like where does it come from? And someone, I think it was like a Freudian theory, of course it was, but it was something about like how, something about like feet are the first thing you see when you come out of your mom's vagina.
Oh.
Yeah. And so that weirdly develops into like a foot fetish later in life.
That is so fucking weird to me.
Right.
That statement, not foot fetishes, but the idea that that's where it's from, because it's like, that's a baby.
Right, I know. Well, I mean, Freudian also says like you want to like have sex with your parents, so.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't know. It's just a theory. I don't know. But I'm just trying to give like.
You're trying to like ease up on the kink.
Yeah, I'm trying to empathize with foot fetish people. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I mean, like, not for me.
So maybe for me, no for you. Bondage, getting tied up, or being the one. What are you writing?
Or
here?
being the one doing said tying.
Wow, make it complicated. I want to be into it.
Have you never done it?
I'm too scared to.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Have you done it?
Like light bondage, yeah.
What's light bondage?
Like with like a silk
dental floss.
Girl, I feel so put on the dentist chair right now. Yeah. Like, have you been flossing? No, but I've been doing bondage. No,
As you're tied up to the dentist chair? Ooh, that'd be kind of hot.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Mm-hmm. Let me feel this.
And then the drill comes out.
Maybe his drill.
Ooh.
Then he could be like, ooh, I'm going to fill this cavity. Okay, so
Anyway.
I will not be writing any porn.
I was gonna say, like, our porn videos would be hilarious.
Not together, though.
You wanted to electric shock my ass earlier.
I did not say ass. That you are projecting Freud. So I
like your feet.
Oh my god, no!
I'm kidding.
I'm a baby.
Okay.
So I think that what was it again? Bondage.
Yeah.
So I think bondage, like I've done it with like a silk scarf or like putting like a mask on someone. Mm-hmm. And like the idea that they're not sure like where you're at kind of thing.
You do like the thing where you're like having them come to you like, I'm over here.
No.
Like,
Oh my god. It's not like a Helen Keller sex thing, but if you're into that, that's okay.
Yeah, that is okay.
But yeah, no,
It's hilarious, actually.
What about like doing like what would you ever tie someone up?
Yeah.
I think it's all about like how extreme. I would do light stuff like a scarf, things that I know that I could get away with.
Yeah. I would be okay with my arms being tied up. I don't know how well I'd be comfortable with my legs being tied up.
Oh,
Yeah.
why?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's why I'm
Probably because you can still run away, like with your legs being loose.
Where are you that you think you need to run away? See, then that you would, if that was a sexual thing happening, then you shouldn't be in it, Mr. Josh.
What? Like in case like something happens, you know, like
a fire,
like a fire, and you're tied to the bed.
Why is there a fire?
What? Because you dropped the candle there. You're burning hot wax on your body, and then it just lights the curtains on fire, and your partner runs out. You're just like, oh no.
That's my kink, is being left.
Well, then you're really good at that kink.
I keep having it happen. I love when men leave me. All right, let me pull another kink. Let's see. This kink is spectrophilia, being attracted to ghosts or haunted places. So, Josh, what do you think of this one, honey? Honey, what do you think of this one?
All right, so I gotta spill the tea here.
I know you like to be ghosted.
Yeah. Ow. No, I don't. Actually, I've never been really ghosted.
Oh, boo.
I know. So, Kyle knows this story, but I'm going to tell it for the podcast here because I think it's hilarious.
Is it about your demon story?
Yeah. So, I once had a dream. It was a sex dream where this black figure comes into my room in the middle of the night and just all of a sudden just pulls me out of bed and forces me to start having sex with them.
Good Lord.
And it was just like this black figure that had no face. It was just like this demonic presence that was there. I was so into it. I thought it was so hot. And then I woke up the next day and I was just like, wow, that was cool. So
now your booty hole is haunted.
Well, I'm okay with that.
so into kind of ghosts. I mean, I'm into ghosts and haunted places.
Yeah.
But not like sexually.
I'm not into ghosts. I'm into demons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't exactly what I said.
Well, I know.
But I think
like,
you were just real excited about talking about your weird-ass demon
But
dream.
at the same, I mean, they kind of fit in the same category.
I guess. One makes me want to, like, give you a cross. The other one is, like, spooky.
You aren't supposed to be kink shaming here, ma'am.
That's true. I won't kink shame. No, I'm not kink shaming you. I'm saying that I think that, like, demon fucking and...
It's unholy.
And spectrophilia are two different things. Because one's like a ghost.
Well, when I think of like ghost
Unless
fucking,
you think of like demons are ghosts.
Well, I think of demon and ghost being in the same category.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I always...
So you're into it.
Yeah, I'm into it. But when I think of like ghost fucking, I think of like Scary Movie 2 when like Tori Spelling's like being thrown up against the wall. And like she's like going across the ceiling and she's having sex. Did you not see that?
No.
Oh, well, it's hilarious. So that's what I think of.
Ouija are going to move on right now.
Ooh, Ouija. I have not played that in a while. I kind of want to.
Oh no. He's
All
looking
right.
for a man. I mean a ghost.
Enemas. Right. Squirting slightly warm water into your anus can be done with a partner.
So, what are your thoughts on enemas, Josh? Kinky? Not kinky?
I don't get it.
What do you mean?
Like, I know what an enema is, but, like, how is this would be sexual pleasure?
If you're doing it with, like, a partner.
Slightly warm? No, I don't get it. I don't judge anyone, but I don't get it.
Yeah. I think same. All right, we're getting down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
Not too gritty because Josh doesn't like that.
I don't.
Oh, you just talked this. Wax play, heating up wax and pouring it on partners.
As long as they don't burn down my house, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, sounds like a good time to me.
Have you ever done it?
No, I have not.
I have had candle wax fall on me before.
Like at midnight mass on Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, the priest was just like, show me your ass.
Candlelight service. Oh, that is not good.
No, I'm kidding.
That is
a candle accidentally dropped and like the wax spilled on me. And
they now make candles.
It fucking hurts for a second, but then after a while you're just like, it like cools off immediately. So it like, I'm just like, oh, ooh, that's kind of interesting. So I'd be down for it. Well, the only thing that's weird is like when you see porn videos with like candle wax all over them, I'm just like, who cleans that up?
It's all a cleanly thing for you, isn't it? I will say that
you just talked about how you want to be clean when you have sex.
Oh, I do, but like, lay down a towel like a normal gay.
Yeah.
I think that like they do make candles that the wax becomes massage oils now.
Oh.
So it's kind of like, I don't want to say self-cleaning, but it's all like ooh, here's like lavender, let me rub it into your back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Okay.
Hitting or paddles, impact play in soft areas like thighs or ass, or I'll go as far as hit me in the face.
Oh, we've talked about that. You're into it.
Yeah, I'm into it. You're not into it.
I'm not into the face. I don't want someone hitting me in the face. I don't know. Okay, here's another one. Oh, voyeurism. Watching unknowing people engage in sexual activities. Thoughts? Into it? Not into it?
I'd be into it.
I'm into it if it's like consenting.
Well, then that's not voyeuristic then.
Well, it's kind of like role play. It's like you know that I know that you're watching. Like the government.
Yeah, the FBI agent who's watching record our podcast through the computer.
Oh my god, that poor FBI agent.
Yeah.
Josh just posed in front of the computer.
Well, I don't get your concept of like consensual voyeurism because maybe. I just think of like Rear Windows. I'm just like, as long as you're not witnessing a murder happen, go for it.
Yeah, no murders, just demon dick.
Just demon dick. Just a good, healthy demon dick. Anyway.
We got one more.
This is our last
king.
And the last one is follow Kyle Parker on you, bitch.
That's not true. I did not do that. But please, follow me. No,
yeah. No, the last one is whips. Like paddles, more sting.
What do you think of whips?
I think whips are kind of interesting because I feel like that would hurt like a bitch.
Yeah, it's that stinginess.
Yeah.
Because like with a paddle, it's like that numb like.
Right.
With a whip, it's kind of like.
It's like a.
I don't know what. I don't know what.
Wait, what is it like?
Paddles are. Whips are. Like no, but like the. That's what I mean. Like
you're like Chandler on Friends when like he's trying to do the whip noise and everyone's just like, what the fuck is that?
But like Catwoman, like or Indiana Jones.
Some more ASMR.
Yeah, I want that as a sound bit every time I like burn you. It's like haha. So whips into the stingy, not into the stingy.
I could actually
open to it. Maybe
I'm open to it. I actually think it'd be fun to whip someone.
Oh,
I don't know.
Get whipped into shape.
Yes. I think. Okay, this is not a kink or whatever, and this is more just like off the topic here. What would be the kinkiest thing you've done yet?
I don't know. I don't view myself as like a kinky person.
But you're down for all of it.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not down for all of it, but I'm not down for others doing it.
He's down for the sickness.
I'm down for the sickness. Yeah.
Rage.
I think, like, for me, the reason sometimes for me personally, I've not explored some of these kinks is because my partner hasn't been intrigued or into it. Yeah. And like we've had that discussion and I'm not like, oh my God, I feel like I'm not exploring my sexuality. But I do think that like partners should be on the same page when, like bondage. Yeah. Like light bondage or like spanking or like, which are like
demons.
Demons. Which seem pretty vanilla when it comes to the kinks we just went through.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm open to a lot of different kinks. I have not experienced a lot of different kink.
Okay.
Why? Are you thinking of one in your head that you have done?
No, I was just curious because like you say you're open to a lot, so I'm just curious of like what you've actually done.
Yeah, I can't think of one off the top of my head. Maybe, do you have like something that is the kinkiest thing you've ever done? That you're willing to share, I guess?
There's one thing I've actually done, and then there's one thing I've been intrigued by.
Okay.
The one thing I have done is have sex in public. I had sex in a parking garage once.
Oh, you talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second thing that I was intrigued by is I've always wondered what it'd be like to like go into like those like seedy like video stores and like have like anonymous sex there.
Oh.
I've always wondered what that'd be
Well,
like.
you're in a relationship now. Unless it's an open relationship, which is also
I mean,
fine.
yeah, no, that's. I mean, I'm in a relationship. I would never want to do it now. But I've just always wondered, like, when I was single, just like, I wonder what that would be like. You know,
Yeah.
pay $5 to go to the back of the arcade, and then you just go.
Be like, leave me alone.
Yeah, and then you just go at it with a stranger. Kind of like a bathhouse.
Yeah, it's another kind of form of bathhouse culture, I guess.
Yeah. The other thing is that I feel, I don't know. I feel like with bathhouses, they'd be like a little greasier.
Yeah, okay, my thing about bathhouses, the reason I'm not super into it is I would be afraid I would like slip and fall.
Yeah, yeah.
I would slip and fall, and then I like to...
Or like you fall off the bed because you like just slid off it.
Well, like, I'd be afraid if I got into the hot tub, it's just like a bubbling breeding ground of, patient zero bacteria.
Right.
And I'm just like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I'd be afraid I would slip and fall and break my neck, and the next thing you know, they're going to pick me up on the stretcher, and I'm in a towel being drug out of a bathhouse, and I have no pleasure from that.
Yeah.
My kink is not going to the hospital, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
and everyone
yeah.
in between.
Yeah. All right. Well, we just went through all our kinks.
All our kinks. The bowl is empty, which is my kink, because it means I can get some more. If you liked our episode, please like and subscribe to us on Apple Podcast at Fear the Queer Podcast. You can also email us at fearthequeerpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram.
Like us on Facebook. And we are in the works of getting our podcast uploaded onto Spotify, so that way all of our Spotify users can then listen as well.
Which will be great.
It'll be great. We're almost complete with that. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to us. And as always, my name is Josh.
And my name's Kyle, and we're Fear the Queer. Bye.
Bye. I changed it up. I sang a little.
My kink is keeping things
The same.
I don't like change. My kink is not change.